am Master of Elegance from Sri Lanka. Presently I am at one of my students' residences. I would like to speak on the poem, The 7 Ages of Man, and give my thoughts on it. It is a beautiful poem written by Shakespeare. It shows the various stages of life, from the womb to the tomb, one may say, where life starts. And it speaks about all, where everyone goes through. In this poem, it speaks about destiny, where we are controlled by our destiny. In the modern world, one may say that certain international organizations control our actions. For example, our education, our occupation, everything is decided in a boardroom. So one may say it is destiny. And it's a poem that is fitting to any era of time. Though it has been written, one may say, in the Victorian era. In the 7 Ages of Man, one can see how the poet repeats or shows how each stage is or each generation repeats the same drama over and over again. It is beautifully mentioned. It is this poem comes in the in the book. In the book, one may say it's a drama which shows the exact stages of life, from a toddler up to one's time where one leaves the world. For example, it shows how a young man and a soldier, full of life, not willing to accept anything, and tries to solve problems by the fist. And in the final stages, it shows how people become mature and are more sensitive to the wants and needs of life, and have in one way compared themselves or come to understand the realities of life. And in the end, it talks of death. It is very rare that people talk of death or poet talks of death, because it is a thing that human mind doesn't want to accept. If you go even to a graveyard, one will see all those tombstones. It is written laid to rest. But in this poem, the poet in his final analysis talks of death as exit, where all of us have to go. And from a philosophical point of view, we can say from a Hindu or Buddhist philosophical point, life goes on and on, or it's another word, it's a cycle of birth and death, and one is trapped in it. So it's a beautiful poem, one I see. And with these thoughts, I will close.